Alright. Let's do some Moonbreaker. We had a cargo run in process. Last week. Morning, Bush.
I seek only justice.
There won't be a shred left.
Alright, so we're playing the melee Dorko. Vortex Beam is good with our melee Dorko because he pulls people together. Howdy, Mike. Unit permanently gains poison. Add a thicket. Well, that's an expensive one. Probably want to grab that though. We have a Dorko who's free. Drop that up there.
Cinder.
What's going on, Rhino? Yeah, not a dick yet this morning. I think that's all I got. What's this guy do? Ranged, if not immobile, ignores soft cover when attacking. Alright, this guy's rude. He usually ends our cargo runs at this one. We have a lot of Dorkos in our roll up here, though. Morning, Mega Doom.
The power is in my hand.
Well, you know what? I
That's
think
such a glow.
my roster's full, yeah? Awkward.
These paradoxes give pause.
Okay, so this is hardcover. Yeah. So you can't shoot through it. Crankbait back over here.
Where you
Can pull him into our melee guy. This is considered a long time. Yeah, we're getting up there, Martian. Thanks for over 2 years. Good morning, good morning.
Defense first.
I sense they're shuddering.
It's within my grasp.
What a lovely selection.
In a bag of bullets. Your crew has +4 attack. Alright, let's move this back.
High five.
Grapple you up.
Would a grenade help?
We must do this.
Does that not count as melee range? I just forget I gotta get the yellow bases to touch. It's good to get away sometimes, Duck. We took the kids camping recently. That was a good time.
Getting injured.
Need to reposition crankbait a little bit so we can get this in here. It doesn't look like I can get base to base here. I guess we'll shield someone.
Make it last.
I could sword and hit this guy for 3 and this guy for 3, but this is friendly fire. We just end turn.
Incoming!
Calculate or contemplate.
I wonder if the gal who's always handing out stim pops is around.
Alright, so my back crankbait up a little bit here. Move this up to here. We can melee. We can spin.
What if we hurt their feelings?
Heal our friends. We can melee you.
Grenade.
2 resources left. I think I have a 2-drop, right? Yeah. Put this guy behind the cover so I can slide over and then shoot.
You said it.
Is Adam Warlock the worst pull 3 card of the game? It's probably close. Take these and pull them back. Get them back out of range. Yeah, I feel Warlock's one of those cards that I feel like it kind of needs a redesign. Like, I feel like in a game like Snap, it's hard for Warlock to... It's hard for a card like Warlock to be good and not busted. Yes, so this is Moonbreaker. It is a turn-based tactics game. It's very similar to Warhammer or other minis games that you would play in paper. Only you don't have to manually roll dice and measure things every 30 seconds.
Prepare to face your
Which is nice.
You will.
This one's not hex-based either. I like the ones that are. The lack of hexes, I think, is a big nice. Makes the gameplay feel a little more natural. Hey, that was our most successful run through this guy. And the actual gameplay on here, there's currently 3 game modes. One where you play PvP against other players, and then another where this is the one that I'm doing, is currently similar to like a roguelite run, where you get a given commander and then a set of armies, and then you can pick up other ones throughout the run, and your health total and what's in your lineup continues throughout the entirety of it. Yeah, you can build a lot with the Daredevil package, just pull 2 cards. I actually think my favorite cards to pair with Daredevil are actually Professor X and Gamora, which are both pull 1 cards. Our units move 50% faster and stun both seem good. Yeah, I mean, Crystal has a lot of the same problems Warlock does, right? Where she's just like a pretty dangerous design, because adding too much consistency in a game where your deck's already hyper consistent has a lot of risk associated with it. Has 40% reduced accuracy. Permanently give an ally in range +2 attack. That seems pretty good. Gain a smoking jacket.
I am in control. My path is clear. Defense first.
You have good taste.
It's 3 attack and a crosshair to my roster. Alright. Let's get a new friend or replace the old one. Move this up here. Give you a shield.
Protection is
Who's our new bud? always crit. She's in plane or target to move last turn. Stunned from the turn. Okay. I feel like Crystal could be a neat design if they like. One, she probably needs to be cheaper.
Set the stage.
I think I'd like to see Crystal like cost. I wonder, would this be too good? What if Crystal like cost 3 and add 2 or 3 power, but then she only drew 2 cards, but she guaranteed gave you 2 cards you didn't already have. She threw your hand in and gave you 2 new ones.
Actions cannot be undone.
Everyone misses a beat.
Cinder can be so deadly.
Play behind the soft cover here with our new Dorko. Shoot you. I think I'd rather move Crankbait up here rather than pull them in because I would like to have my captain get up on this. Spent all the resources. Yes. Yeah, this is the world setting in here is an original by Brandon Sanderson, yeah?
Ready for swift action.
Yeah, this thing's like unkillable.
Today's recruits, so lazy.
100% hit, 100% crit. Oh, right, because it didn't move. 7% crit. This is 3, this is 3. I think I just want to focus this down. Let's move over. Gets 88%. Nailed it.
Where's the cutie with the flamethrower?
Hit you. Hit you. This exposes our guy to them, but also gives us another cleaner shot.
Searching. You will not
Morning, Somber.
harm them. We will hold them off.
Yeah, this game's an EA, so there's not a huge player base for it yet. The PV, we played some PvP last time, and the matchmaking took a hot second, so I've mostly been focusing on the runs. It's also not a free-to-play game, right? Like, it's a one-time purchase game. It's gonna be a little bit harder to get people in the door if they can't pick it up for free to start. The core gameplay loop is real reasonable, though. The audio and the visuals are fantastic. They do a really good job of making the game feel similar to a tabletop play, but also having pretty slick animations.
You gave me no choice.
Okay, before we finish this guy, I want to deploy a friend over here to get a new guy on our roster. Yeah, what does this do?
Trust in me.
This can get an upgrade here too. So all of our upgrades and units carry over between runs, so getting boosties on our guys here before we end by killing their commander is ideal. It's based off a board game. So it's not based off of an existing board game, but it's designed to play as a digital version of, like, tabletop mini war games. I don't know. In the world we live today, with the way video games and timelines actually release, like, early access is a tag that goes on things, but I mostly, when I buy something, I think it's weird to have a binary I do or don't buy things that are in early access, as opposed to looking at the features the game that the game has and being like, okay, this is enough features for me to get enjoyment out of it, right? So I think it's weird to focus on the actual tag itself rather than saying, okay, this game has enough stuff for me to. I would never buy an early access game based on, like, speculation or timelines that they've put out, right? I would always look at it in the moment and say, okay, this is something that is worth getting for me now versus not. I don't believe they've added units, so their plans are to add units once a quarter, I believe. Their next patch is supposed to be December 1st in a couple of weeks. Vortex Beam is nice. I think I prefer Vortex Beam to Stim Burst. The fact that Vortex Beam grabs their stuff too is great. Yeah, early access to, in my mind, basically means we're gonna keep developing new and major features for this thing. But, like, it doesn't mean the game doesn't already have polish or major features in it. The label's kind of lost meaning. Yeah, I mean, you obviously should always get games that you think are gonna spark the most enjoyment for you. I just wouldn't, in the landscape in which games are developed in 2022, I just wouldn't discount a game outright because it has an early access tag on it, is mostly my point.
Your first day will be scary. But then...
Come on, Black, this is Moonbreaker.
Ready for my
It's a turn-based minis game on Steam that's currently in EA. Yeah. I think it's kind of like Warhammer or... I played a lot of Mage Knight, Hero Clicks type stuff as a kid. Has very big vibes like that. Each player has a commander, and then you have what they call their bridge, where you have other units that you summon and deploy off of them for the energy system here in the bottom. Yes, yeah, minis games are kind of like a mixture of, like, chess and TCGs. Because there's, and this is true of this one too, this one has a, has an army building component. This reduces my assist. Deploy one of our friends, huh? So I have 3 total energy. We'll be able to start putting our 4-drops down next turn. Put him back here behind cover. And one of the nice things about playing minis games like this in person as opposed to tabletop is like you see the red line from their range unit as I move my guy around to kind of get a feel for where I want to go behind cover or not. The Destroyer deck's pretty good even without Electro. That guy just got played. We moved him. This one I believe is 30 USD.
Let's play tag.
If you type exclamation point Moonbreaker in chat, you'll get a link. And one of the things to note about this one, the things you earn in the actual game are cosmetic sets. you have all the game pieces when you purchase the game. So it's not like a microtransaction style game.
Beautiful day for a boot.
Melee. Melee that summons more melees.
Eyes open, tails behaving.
You can see when we move this up to here. I would like him to grab this and have the extra attack, but... Alright, so this can kill these. What do these do? Lob explosives. Fleet-footed. Alright, I think we're gonna kill this one.
They'll never see this coming.
Be brave.
Move this up to here. And we could use Vortex Beam to pull our friends together.
Many ways to fight. I will have retribution.
Treat others.
Oh,
how
he
they
crit on his
deserve.
counterattack. That is unfortunate. Alright, let's blast all of these.
Powerful option.
How kind of you all. Wonderful.
They're also orbital striking.
Let's add some texture.
Order up.
Oh, these are just close enough to both get hit by that too.
Your punishment will be severe.
You are thirsty.
Actions cannot be undone.
Alright, so sword clears out both of those. That takes 3.
Such shrewd cunning.
Want to get this out of here. Let's move him up over here. The orbital strike's about to hit here. I think I actually want to just take this guy and pull him out. If I attack this, they're gonna get another melee. They're gonna get their counter attack in. Drop jailbreak here. Up an orbital strike over this way, so it doesn't get jailbreak. 0 energy.
Teaching is its own reward.
Yes, yeah, this is set in a new universe from Sanderson, not based on. Oh, did he just deploy into the orbital strike? Oh, AI. It's deploying again into the orbital strike? Thanks, bud. Oh, they're just moving. Nope, they're deploying. Got it. Yeah, new setting from Sanderson. What's moving? Sure.
We are in agreement.
Okay, so we can clean these with our sword of justice, no problem. So orbital strike comes down and cleans out 2, plus it hits the big one.
These paradoxes give pause.
My back. Oh, let
This
us-
says it gives me 8 cinder when we move up here. So let us summon another friend.
Beats being in a lab, huh?
Like 24% to hit because of the cover. We give ourselves a bonus though, right? 64%.
I do not tolerate bullying.
Sword clears both those. Give ourselves a shield. To orbital strike every turn, basically.
Strike.
He's already moved. Toss it. Well, I could use the toss it from a range like this. I actually don't want to hit this, I don't think, though. But then I'll knock it over this way, which will get it closer to our commander here, which I don't want. Yeah, I think the core gameplay in this one's really good, Damek. It's got the two main game modes right now. Is there's a ladder system that allows you to play PvP matches. I think it's a lot of movement. All right, God bless. If those would have hit, we would have crunched. I think we're good now. I think this would be the first time in this mode that we're currently playing. This mode that we're currently playing is similar to, if you're familiar with like roguelike games where you do runs through a thing. This is gonna be, I think if we knock this guy out, it's our first time getting all the way through an end of one. Our progress carries over between runs.
Not sleeping, strategizing.
Is that right? That's a little anticlimactic. I thought there would be something for finishing the run, but it looks like it just ended it. It gave us some experience stuff towards collecting cosmetics. Other champions. The melee champion that we just played as the commander is definitely the easiest of them to run with. What's Infuse do again? Extra Cinder for 3 turns. Alright, who's on our bridge to start? We got a 2-drop, 3 3s, a 4, and a 5.
Breaking records and hearts.
Okay, is melee, take control of a damaged rival crew in range. It's actually nice to run into this one early. No, your pieces do not level up. Your characters between games are the exact same. So the experience track that rolls up there is very similar to Snap in that it's for cosmetic pieces. You have all the pieces by default when you buy the game to mix and match armies to play with for the PvP or the base game against AIs and the not runs. Units immediately attack rivals that collide with them.
Need a moment to take all this in.
Seems pretty good. Stimulating it, Danny. This ranged. Nope, so they're melee. Okay, so we can I don't have any ranged Orca, so you go ahead and just deploy her here with a clean shot to start.
Please don't make me mingle.
Do I like it? Yeah, this is our third or fourth time playing Moonbreaker. I want to try and finish a run with each of the characters. We just finished our first one with XT lore. This is a range, gives a unit rapid fire.
I'm
Okay.
a Cinder Whisperer.
0% to hit. Oh, you can see when I mouse over, the Steam is telling me it's giving me minus 92%. Slide our boy out of that. And now we're 89%. Crunch.
I wonder what would happen if I ate some cinder.
Unit rapid fire. Yeah, that's probably useful.
You get ammo, you get ammo.
Things that get deployed can't be used the turn you deploy them, so if there's enemy range things, deploying behind cover is generally ideal. It's an orbital strike. Okay, so we need to get out of the red zone for next turn.
Strong-minded, healthy body.
Of course, it's safe to drink. My stomach is in revolt. And here
Hit the
comes
40%er, sometimes lucky. Alright, lost the 45er. Or NJXC.
doom!
Oh.
Wanna have a jam sesh?
Deploy a sleeper mine, but I really don't love them. I mostly just use Jax as a
die.
ranged
No more
attacker.
happy hours.
I think I wanna. Or are we in the range of this technically? Maybe. Back up a little bit just in case. I don't think we were. Orbital strike hits here. Yeah, everybody's out.
Smells like cheer.
If Fury didn't attack last turn, it takes 1 damage. It gets +3 attack for the next attack only. It's kind of scary.
Need a moment to take all this in? Hey, take a break.
My stomach is in revolt. It's fine. No need to stare.
May cause confusing dancing. Did anyone else see this on the warning label? I didn't even know these drinks had warning labels.
The character jitter, that's one of the things I wish turn-based games did more. Runeterra always did that really well, and this game does it well too, where they do a good job of making the board really feel like it's alive, where the characters just have like idle chatter as you're like doing things and thinking that like adds the feel of these are real pieces. These are real things. They're not just game pieces.
Now we're talking.
Dance party!
Oh, right. We have the upgrades. They attack every time they get into range. That's really good. Man, that upgrade seems busted. Let's do add a peacemaker to the roster. I think our roster's full, right? 1, 3, 4, 5, 6. Oh, no, I actually have room to get that. Okay, well, I'm gonna grab peacemaker next turn.
Trust me, your pain will dissolve into light.
I scope with my lil scope. This is my jam!
All right, now we're full.
Breaking records and hearts.
my plan is foolproof. Oh, brilliant!
So if we move up to here, the auto attack triggers.
Downer.
Website I use to look at snap deck lists, like to look up things I'm looking to play or like to post my own. I use snap.fan to post my own deck list, but there aren't really great resources for looking at stock other lists. Mostly I just look for other creators' stuff. Dara, NJ, and KMS are probably the two other snap creators I look at stuff the most from. I'm looking for ideas or see what other people in the community are thinking about.
Stretching my hammers.
They both played a bunch and are pretty good players. If you look in the description of my videos, there's links to deck lists on snap.fan, and there's also never was worth hitting them for one to take two of the back swing there. Let's do restore 5, think of 5 or less. Sure.
Not that we need it.
You can also have exclamation point decks in chat to get a link to my snap.fan page. That is all my stuff on it.
You will transcend. Strong mind, healthy body.
Oh, they stole one of my friends that was damaged.
This is my jam.
Distracted by my missing reflection.
This mask really draws the eye.
You get these friends out of the orbital strike.
You spent yet?
Kind of in this like awkward clump over here.
Zing-a-ding.
Wanna have a jam sesh?
Exclamation point card sheet in chat, Grills.
Stay on your toes. Anyone else shaking? Woo, a bit scatterbrained.
Gravity disc.
I scope with my lil scope.
Oh, I could have done that to Ginar accuracy.
This moon's talking to me. Krupa!
How does your doom feel?
But is it just ducking?
Feeling it, huh? They should run.
Good alien faction. So there aren't really.
See the
Most of the characters are non-humans, right? So like, there's a way. Underhaul, you're hanging out in chat. How do I zoom in on a character? I know there's a button I can press to pull up the character model. Which is it again? Control. That one's human. A few of these on board actually might be human. That one is not. But there aren't really factions in this game. You kind of mix and match the characters in the army that you're building. Actually, a lot of the ones we currently have in play happen to be human. There's another of non-humans. Yeah, Chase, tabletop, digital version of a tabletop war game.
Look like you're thinking.
If I die, no more happy hours. Negative vision is based on movement.
Safety's no accident.
Pull you back. Bring grappling chain you up.
I'll lead. I know you want more.
I will seek someone superior.
I don't believe there are explicit synergies between. There's obviously like pieces that work well together, like things that boost other ranged units or things that boost other melees or characters that complement each other well, but there aren't like, you know, all of my elves get plus a bonus or all of my race or faction or whatever like that. Yeah, it's honestly the smoothest of these digital tabletop games I've ever touched, Cubby Pizza. And the audio and visual design on it are really, really clean and well done. They complement the gameplay well without making it feel clunky.
Never fear, lasers are here.
Stand up for a bit, huh? I was sitting at my desk for a second before we went live. At the beginning of each engagement, you pick 2 of these kind of commander abilities that change game to game, which is a nice mechanic for adding a little bit of variety to the gameplay, even if you're playing with the same army lineups. Got here. I don't really love any of these. Place a lowest cost bridge crew with one that costs 1 more. I guess orbital strike is fine. The AI often doesn't get out of orbital strike range.
Drinks just go right through me.
May attack 2 extra times per turn, but only attacks for 1. Targets it destroys, deals 3 damage to all units in range. Noted. So the actual gameplay mechanics of this one are first one to a commander death. And the other thing to note is the resource system is actually identical to Runeterra, if you're familiar with that, where you gain 1 energy resource here per turn, but you can bank up to 3 across turns if you don't use them. So this 1 cinder here, it's what they call their resource, will bank and we'll have 3 next turn. We can deploy any of our 2s or 3s now on the second turn.
Breaking records and hearts.
Hand her over and grab this bonus. Then who do we want? I want to get my range units down so we can start doing shooty bang stuff.
That looked conspicuous.
It's both PvP and PvE. So I'm currently playing what they call their cargo runs, which are similar to like a roguelite run where like your progress slash army slash bonuses carry over from game to game against the AI, and the games you play get progressively harder. But there is also you build an army out of the list of pieces and the commander options, and then you play other people in PvP games. Is there a campaign? There is not a single player story mode.
This mask really draws the eye.
I don't think they have that planned. So this Dorko's gonna die next turn if it takes full shots, but you know, it's a sacrifice I'm willing to make.
Hey, practicals.
Let's go to here, then take our shot.
Still looked cool.
It's a coin flip. Melee, melee.
I'm
crew's caught up.
Yeah, I was actually a little surprised there wasn't a campaign mode. So I feel like having Sanderson write stuff, like obviously he's created a good vibe for the types of characters, but I feel like having lean into him do something with that seems like it could be cool. We are Witness. Good morning.
So many better targets. No?
Pilot and gunner.
All right, well, they missed on one of those shots, so this
soaked with my
Dorko
robe.
gets to live to see another day.
Wanna have a jam sesh?
69% to hit, and we missed. Not nice.
And now, your headliner!
Oh, right, we keep that bonus from the last game, where every time we run into them, we hit them. That's so good.
Come on, everyone.
Commander up.
Oh no, I forgot my sniper pants on the ship. I should go.
No mistakes, only lessons. You can tell they're not a gamer, chat. They missed 2 91%ers in a row. We got the third one.
Just point me at him.
Stay in sharp.
It permanently gains 3 max health. Sounds great.
A wise guy, eh?
Need a moment to take all this in? Ah, yes, the Zack Special.
Sorry to keep you waiting.
This thing gets bigger. Every time we run out of Cinder, we walk up, we knock it out. Okay.
The light, friends.
The end of the run, our pieces heal a little bit, but not all the way back to full. At the end of a game. Five total.
Watch and learn.
Hug him the old-fashioned smash.
Our Dorko. What's this one doing? Melee deals 2 damage to any unit that collides with it after hitting, stun all units in range, and hits for 5. Has an increased crit chance. Alright. We're gonna wanna try and deal with that one from a distance for sure. There's a lot of cover on this map though. That's what we want. Particles and beams sound good. Morning, Nancomb.
Wanna have a jam sesh?
That makes these super cheap to use every turn. No ones on our roster.
A perfect day for righteous battle. might need a plan B.
Didn't sleep last night.
We don't have that many ranged things on our roster. This guy's gonna chunk through our squad.
Tippy-toe time!
What a lovely selection.
Explosives. Smoking jacket. In a turn, restore 1 health to your commander for each unspent cinder. That seems like a really solid unit for a cargo run.
Need a moment to take all this in?
Hands where you can see it.
Respect all life.
May cause smelly eyeballs?
Remember me as I was.
Oh, didn't think it could get worse.
Alright, we got 1 cinder
Drinks just
left.
go right through me.
Drop a sleeper mine. Even if it doesn't blow up, it usually distracts them and buys time.
Ah, nice complexity.
Need a stim pop?
He
Need a
gains
moment to
8
take
health.
all
That
this
seems like
in?
another one that's excellent for my commander.
Beep boop, coming through.
Ah, quit time.
Having the best time.
Craving a challenge.
Feel like I need to like just take something and put it up front here. Haven't put any damage on this Dorko yet.
I hope they do.
Vroom, vroom.
Now we're talking.
I'd
No.
well, they just walked into each other and yeah. Okay. Corrosive particles.
Samya's no joke.
Give you rapid fire.
Wanna have a jam sesh? Blocking my good light.
Why isn't this taking damage? Invulnerable till the start of the next turn. Oh. Well, that's obnoxious.
My purpose glows within.
Stay on your toes.
We take our friends in.
I mean,
So I kind of get out of dodge here.
Want to borrow my panic beacon?
Rejuvenation required.
stimp up.
Drinks just go right through me.
Pushing that back was nice. What's this one do? It's an ally to the bridge. That heals it.
Tona reveals your truth.
This heals our commander. So it's just chilling in the back. I'll put this guy in here because I want to keep my range guys alive.
Of course, it's safe to drink.
Now we're talking.
Oh, refresh abilities refreshes my attack too. Okay, I thought that was just the cinder abilities that refresh. Noted. Oh, it's just actually everything's considered an ability.
Stay on your toes. Try to stop me.
Wanna have a jam sesh?
Stunned. Is better chance to hit.
Keep that as a souvenir.
So I can refresh and then shoot again. Well, I can move again too. Yeah. Okay.
I see you.
Need a stimp up?
Coin flip to win. Nailed it. Oh, I could have walked up and grabbed this too, right? Oh, I would have forced it. Doesn't matter. Hey, what's going on, Kazoo? Good morning, good morning. Yeah, this is Moonbreaker. I'm playing a little bit of this every week. Good change of pace, turn-based tactics game. Intraplick. So they're melee commander or ranged? So ranged, permanently give an ally in range +2 attack. Oh, that's separating, so this is really useful. Let's go with Plink plus Ion Storm. Damn, life is swell. 6 things in our roster, so another unit sounds nice. Max is a pretty solid unit
Drinks
overall.
just go right through me.
Where am I? Just kidding. Methadori coming through.
Max to their own. Fully restore unit. Fully restore unit.
Still got it.
Pop shot at Max here. Flip.
Oh, I forgot my lucky cravat. Watch me work.
Alright, so we got 3 resources here. Most of our 3 drops died in the last game, unfortunately. Still have Arsenal, though. It's quite good.
You get ammo. You get ammo.
Deploy behind cover, because they have Max and their commander who are both ranged. Yeah, exclamation point submit deck. I will be doing deck submissions today, not right at the start, but probably a couple hours in. We're gonna switch to Snap in about an hour, and then we'll probably play decks I want to try out for the first hour or two. So we'll probably do viewer submissions starting around noon central, about 3 hours. Gonna gain poison, fully restore, and an Aria. Yeah, I'm low on 3s.
I'm the Cinder Whisperer. This thing runs on Hanson.
Want me? I'm right over here.
Oh, we just missed two 86%ers. Alright, well, shit.
Battle! The steamy ballet!
Lucky rubber ducky. Like to grab another friend over here.
I could hide in the corner?
Watch me work. My statue should blind mourners with beauty. Remember me as I was.
That was a big hit. This already has rapid fire, gain 8 cinder.
Wanna have a jam sesh? Hey, take a break.
A good crop today.
Restore unit, gains
My stomach
poison.
is in revolt. You're the boss one.
Okay.
Ingredients: sugar or random hormones.
Oh, I need to remember to plink them. Yeah, I keep forgetting that that's here. We can plink someone every turn. I plan to do Midnight Suns. I don't know in the short term. Usually I only do like 4 or 5 hours of random variety stuff per week. We're currently playing this and Genshin.
I scope with my lil.
Bulk up. Bulk what we're doing is Marvel Step stuff. Alright. Let's plink for a damage before I forget. Click the button, Hogland. Super fancy rocket animation. Miss.
Coming through.
Of course, it's safe to drink.
Breathe in deeply.
dash, hit you again. Anybody on the bridge? I'll drop accuracy drop on this. So we're probably winning next turn, so giving him less of a chance to hit our things this turn sounds great. In this game, you only have to end their commanders. This being at 5 means we should be able to. 3% to hit. Alright. Alright, we beat the 3%ers.
In the quiet, we know ourselves.
Need a stim up?
Give you rapid fire. Missile flare. Alright, all our friends heal a little bit here. 3 back. Doot, 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 doot. I don't know if we're having better variants or better prioritization or what, but last couple of weeks we struggled to get to the end of these cargo runs. We kept dying at 3 to 4. This is the last step of this one too. Stun, move units together. What are they doing? This is a melee. Summons other melees. I'll take Vortex Beam to pull them off of my people.
Drinks just go right through me.
I want to refresh abilities, so I want to carry the Cinder over across the turn to be able to summon a 3 next turn.
Branch out and meet new friends.
Or a 4 the turn after, but actually summon our 2-drop this next turn and then save that 1 banked one again.
A still field, a fist on the horizon. Teaching is its own reward.
Permanently gains 3 attack. Well, that seems cracked with the fact that our boys got rapid fire. Change of plans, we're moving to the right.
Didn't sleep last night.
Yeah, I think with having rapid fire and then getting +3 here, plus being able to do 2 things per turn, we're gonna crunch through. Our RNG on this run's also been real good.
So happy you can
Is definitely the case.
Good work. Very good. I'll reemerge. Fist of flame.
Wanna have a jam sesh?
We're back behind here. This is melee, right? Yeah, no real reason for me to move up and forward here with any of my range Gorgos.
I was having a beautiful dream.
Tona thrums inside us.
Yeah, we're baking. Our variants at the start of
drinks just go right through me. I see you.
Our variance at the start of what's it called yesterday was
No more
truly
happy hours.
atrocious.
Of course, it's safe to drink. Move it along.
I drop Peacemaker here as hey, look, a distraction while we tee up. We probably just kill them next turn with our hero. And actually, can we stun this guy? Let's just stasis him.
You should all feel special.
Yes, the voice lines are good, but maybe playing them slightly less would be good. We're having a couple more to rotate through. We get it, Jax. You need to use the potty.
You need it?
On it.
How kind of you all.
Never seen that face before.
What do we say when we lose?
Cratered new banner shape. Okay. I will say, I hope they add something at the end of the cargo run like that. Because, like, I was a little confused the first time it kicked me out. I was like, oh, it didn't say, like, successful run. There was no, like, victory pop-up. It takes you back to let you start another one. Let's try with the third. All right, so we beat Xtealer and Zax. Let's see if we can make Astra work for a run. Yeah, it's a cargo run, right? I've acquired cargo at the end of it. Or even just like a visual indicator that like, hey, the run has finished and you were successful. I mean, I don't even need like a big reward so much. I just need like a confirmation screen for both self-validation and oh, your run finished and you're successful, right? Like a small cosmetic prize or something, or like a sticker or something would be nice. Yeah, that's actually great. A team photo / stat sheet. Yeah, it's a little confusing the way it is. The first, when we finished the first one this morning, I was like, wait, are we done? Did it bug out? You just get kind of bumped out and then there's nothing at the end. But those are the types of things that like are the explicit purpose of early access, right? Like, it's not a core gameplay thing, it's like a little detail polish thing. The models in this game are so good. I don't know what this little plant thing is, chap. I would like to stay away from it. Melee, at the end of turn, restore 1 health to each Scattervine in range. Eat the Scattervine. The melee or a ranged. And these seem particularly great.
One win, one bug.
Speaking of models that are great, our little alien frog has got 2 eyes on each side of the head. It's kind of wonderful. All right, our bridge does have a 1-drop on it. Well, maybe I should have moved up first. The way individual characters move slightly differently too is really nice as well. Like not every piece moves from point to point of the board. Typo fix, Tyrex.
Ready for my close-up.
Did she make patchy?
You control your impact.
Good job, Ferg.
Amps. No 2s, only 3s. That's fine. We can bank these resources. And we'll actually be able to summon the 4 next turn even if we want.
Good work. Very good.
Hoo ha ya hey! Ha ha ha! Watching me dance?
Welcome our new friend to class.
Here's an idea. Stop hurting each other.
How kind of you all.
That was an oathbreaker.
Wise men don't judge, they punch.
Why was I programmed this way?
Sometimes I wonder that question about myself, chat. Why was I programmed this way?
Should blind mourners with beauty.
Nearest ally and range and line of sight are 40% harder to hit. To here, around the corner behind cover.
What a relief!
Good work. Very good. Cooperate. Let's all crash. Teaching is extremely rewarding.
You can corrosive particles, both of these.
Perfect form
Then
takes sweat
this.
practice.
Finish it.
Present and sterile.
This smacks. Woo!
Oh, I really don't like that. That's something that should be improved on the interface for sure. The corrosive particles wasn't taken into account when it calculated showing me visually how much damage my character was about to deal. So I attacked with this first instead of this. This was only showing 2 on the melee 2. The visual indicator should definitely factor in all modifiers that are currently on the character. Back up in the corner. Chat, I appreciate the folks that hang out here while we check out other sweet games too, but especially if you're not a sub, you should expect to get a timeout if you come in here and complain about whatever content I'm playing. It's fine if you want to watch something else while I'm playing other things too, but like, don't show up and be like, hey, Talkie Box Man, do the thing I want you to do. Just change the channel.
Welcome our new friend to class.
Rejuvenation required.
We'll be snap-a-lapping around 10 o'clock. About a half hour. It's in the stream title, too.
Your face will get stuck.
It's a lot of Norcos.
Wise men don't judge, they punch.
This smacks. Get him, Ferg!
We're backing up here.
Adding injury to...
More injury.
Have you considered I cannot read and must comment? That is... Yeah. Big YouTube comment energy. Right. I think we're just moving around here.
A slap.
Counterattacks for 2 is a lot. If I want to deal 1 to take 2.
Careful, it's sharp. Everyone makes mistakes.
The extra dodge there, it's probably fine.
Look, leaderly.
Healthy bodies, healthy thrashings.
Wind. Oh shit! I got the Magneto variant I'd been waiting for in my shop last night.
You should all feel special.
We're gonna play some more Magneto decks this morning to start.
Got snacks?
Not a backpack.
2 for the price of 1. Oh, ouch!
I'll make him proud.
What can we learn from their pain? Spare the fist, spoil the fight.
Spare the fist, spoil the fight. Alright, let's heal our friends here.
It's nap time.
Our functional hits paladin. Play, get some playtime with those.
This is so fun. And serious.
This is the situation with hostages.
Dimmy and Snool do. Ranged. Allies in range are fast when any rival is immobilized. Whenever it hits, immobilize the target for 2 turns. Yes, yeah, the one that's very grayish armor by default is the one I've been looking for.
They're counting on us.
Takes damage, deals 1 damage back. Permanently reduce a unit's cost by 4. Excuse me? Okay, well that's cracked. With any of our expensive units. I probably want to switch back into that one. So I think because that one's in play, let's start by grabbing this for our captain. Let's throw that over there. We're going to want to put our 6-drop down over here by this one. Yes, yeah, there's both a, for PvP, they have both a direct challenge mode and a, oh, I'm immobilized because we got hit. Yeah, yikes.
I'm a lover, not a fighter.
Yeah, the Odin riding a horse, I think, is one of the better Odin variants. I'm keeping an eye out for.
Oh, me?
Feels illegal. One win, one bug.
Safety word!
I think we just hold these 3. So that way we can deploy our 6-drop next turn and run it over to grab the medium cargo.
Under control.
It's their special day.
Here.
The professionals here.
Also me.
The professionals here, also me.
On us.
Body need guarding.
Yeah, actually, I don't have a Killmonger one yet either. The handful of staples I'd really like to see.
All right, open up those ear holes.
Attacks all nearby units when attacking.
Catch your pain?
What? Cruising along.
Taking too long.
Perfect form takes sweaty practice.
What if we hurt their feelings?
We'll shot us lazy bones. Say thanks for second chances.
I'd say I'm sorry.
But I'm not.
Teaching the troops about failure?
I failed you. But how?
The power!
Well,
We're waiting.
Your crew all have grappling chain.
Getting hot in here. Woo.
Look, leaderly. We got a lead.
Well, he's immobilized.
Program this way. Did you try to be careful?
aye aye.
Not I.
I'll order a double.
Okay. one down.
Regain your power.
Do-do-do-do-do. Be-do-do-do-do-do.
For the best?
Which armor does this have? Which by one.
Stumbling toward the ship.
This one might be a shorter run. So it was a good ego check. The first couple of runs we did went real clean. I was like, oh, that felt easy. I don't know that I really get what we're supposed to be doing with Astra. I feel like I haven't leveraged her well. Yeah, you know, it's funny, Trench, based on feedback from people that have been playing it alone, I think that the pool 2 disruption deck might be the best of the pool 2 decks. It's definitely the highest player agency one.
And reach for the sun.
A lot of great decisions you get to make with it. Morning, Tummel.
They cower.
Yes, Enchantress alone is a very, very powerful effect.
Even the mightiest gauntlet must be charged.
Gotcha.
Well,
Wakey, wakey.
Lovely day for a cookout.
oh, I boxed our friend in there.
Charge!
Okay, that was a solid crit.
Breathe out the anger.
How many boxes on board I'm missing, right? No? This thing's still at 11. Yes, Trench. Yeah, it's like a computerized version of like classical tabletop mini style games.
Fly time! Or some kind of jelly.
Which honestly, I think this style of game plays better in a digital setting than it does in person. Not having to like constantly break a ruler out is nice. The goal is to kill their commander before they kill yours. Theirs is currently at 10, ours is at 14. It's called Moonbreaker. It's a one-time purchase on Steam. The universe is a new custom one by Brandon Sanderson. Okay, wait, what? Oh, it's immune till end of turn. No other units to deploy. Stun you.
Only hurts yourself.
Got a fire in my heart.
Can't quite get into range and accidentally boxed him in back here. Oh, I could push them around with Disruptor, couldn't I? Yeah, it's a good call. He is unfortunately dead. Now we might be okay. They stayed inside of the orbital strike.
Good night.
Okay, so we just need one more hit from this, then we slide this over, we hit it. We've lost a lot of our units, though. We're only gonna have 3 things going into the next one. We're gonna need some decent spawns. Oh, they healed him to 9. I don't know. I think we need to abandon this run. I don't know that we can actually beat. I don't know that we can actually beat Lifeline. Yeah, regular war game, 3+ hour games, and armies cost as much as a PS5. Yeah. Yeah, we played, my friends and I growing up, we had smaller Warhammer armies, but we actually played more Mage Knight than actual Warhammer. Which honestly, in part, this game feels a little bit more like that. Like the armies are smaller and the pieces are unique.
Struggling serves no
Mage Knight was like a fantasy hero click space system. Yeah, this thing's still at 5. Yeah, I think we're gonna bounce on this run. Even if we manage to scrape out this run, we're gonna die on the next one. Yeah, Astra is just not seems harder to play than the other one. 2 Zax and XT lore. See if we can get crushed by a real person before. Ooh, that fired right up.
I seek only justice. Death has arrived.
Opponent is also playing Extealer. Can particles sound good? This is currently early access on Steam. I think if you're looking for something that emulates tabletop minis on the PC, this is the best experience you've ever had with one, Minecraft.
Just kidding.
The gameplay and graphics are all smooth. The range of commanders and playable pieces is currently a little bit on the small side, but it is early access, and those are things that they are intending to be adding more of on the regular. I believe they're supposed to be getting their next patch on December 1st for that. Yeah, the world and flavor of the things is really well done, feels like. And the animations and models to match. They also deployed Max, yep. He is a centaur person. Robot? I can't tell if it's armor or him. It might be him. This arm at least looks mechanical on the side. He might be all robot chip. Yeah, the range of things you need to learn to play around is
Ha! Yeah! Hey!
is really, really high. Deploy this here to block their thing. Max gets to move, shoot, move again. So we'll blast your Norca, and then we'll run back over here behind cover. This can't fight the turn it came down. This already moved. I could get extra Cinder this turn, but I don't have any 2-drops. I think we're just chilling on it. I can plink this guy, though.
Intriguing design.
Man, Max can finish him next turn. And
Uphold your honor.
Can you believe this?
the getting to see what your opponent's thinking about while they line things up is always an interesting design choice. I don't know how I feel about it overall. It feels like one of those things that could go both ways.
I could use a drink in a bath.
Do not distract me.
Yeah, Storm and Jones are both powerhouses. We built a
You're stronger than you think.
we built a fair wave deck last week or earlier this week with someone's pull 3 build around, and I think I want to work on that a little bit more today to see if there's something there. So particles hit.
Who designed this outfit?
If I melee you, we get hit back. It's currently hitting both of those. What if we move? That dies because of the particles. Yeah. That takes 0 back because of her armor. Blink you. I'm up to 5 here, technically.
Intriguing design.
Let's hit that and deploy Quasicodal.
I'll get them moving, Captain.
Prepare to face your...
Oh, you know what? This probably puts me in range of their Sword of Justice. Yeah, they're in range of mine.
And now, the headliner!
Yeah, so the only awkward part about showing your opponent when you're mousing over things to think about them is from a pure optimization spiky standpoint. It does mean that you're actually not supposed to mouse over anything while you're thinking about your plays. You're supposed to mentally map it all out, which kind of takes away from the being able to see the reminder things. If that makes sense. It's one of those things where, like, it won't stop me from doing it. Yeah, but so like that's one of those things where like digital could be different than tabletop, right? Because it would be better. Because in tabletop 2, that's the optimal way to do it, right? It's one of those things where like it's novel and it emulates tabletop, but the way in which it emulates tabletop is it copies one of the things that's like not a super positive thing, right? It's like to give a magic example, when I played competitive paper magic, you always had your graveyard completely fanned out, because picking up your graveyard to look through it like after you drew a card for the turn was like an indicator that like you drew something that needed your graveyard, right? So it's like one of those things where like it's giving away information and it forces you to play differently if you're looking to be strictly optimal for the sake of not giving away information.
Every day's full body day.
It's not like a deal breaker. Animation has been slower and stuff. Well, Warrior Falls has an explicitly bugged animation. Well, they killed their other thing. They're at 8.
Want me? I'm right over here.
Dead? Close to dead. I'm only mostly dead.
We won't let up.
And reach for the sun. Someone need loosening?
Our friend was actually still in range there.
Intriguing
Okay,
design.
blink you. Wait.
Victory's in your eyes.
If I give this...
Feel that cinder flow. Yes.
Be relentless.
Yeah, that's good, right? Pummel gets it? Look at that. Look at that. We managed to win a PvP game, chat. That was close. So we used all of our resources. I believe all the unit XPs are just cosmetic things, right, Underhull? Yeah, so there's two core game modes in the early access for Moonbreaker right now. One is this queuing up into other humans on a there aren't ranks, but it's a matchmaking system. Unranked matchmaking.
Protect each other.
And the other is kind of roguelite style runs where you start with a hero, a captain, and a predetermined army, and you collect bonuses and buffs, and the enemies get progressively harder up to 5 plays through.
Calculate or
I should probably move first so I get Max closer. Yeah, Max doesn't really need to be closer. Twitch lets you know when your Prime sub expires now, really? That would be a great added feature. It's gone out of 10. My favorite, yeah, I really like the XT-Lord champion.
Oh, I forgot my lucky cravat. A tippy-toe time.
Tippy-toe time. Shooty blasty. And back over here behind the cover.
Forget nothing.
Hey, Fredwick, thank you for the 5 years. It's a long time. It's been a trip. Welcome back. Happy Friday. Morning, Sam.
With righteous intent.
Righteous intent. So there's a resource system that's actually identical to Runeterra, if you're familiar with that. And if you're not, it's you gain 1 mana per turn, or Cinder in this case. And if you don't use it, you can carry over up to 3 across turns. And your army setup has different costs.
Not a scratch.
I am not used to Beatrice getting crunched that hard. We can heal her, right?
Resist them.
Resist them.
Feeling fine.
And from a variety of gameplay standpoint, the different abilities you get game to game are also nice too. Because like this is actually the same person we just played against, but the match is different this time because my abilities here are differently. In fact, the last game we won on 1 in part because we had access to Plank. So it's probably gonna be a little bit harder this time through. There is a summoning sickness type dealio. There's also a mechanic that basically gives them haste, but yeah, they can't act the turn you play them.
Let's catch 'em daydreaming.
Yeah, it's a really fantastic mix of mechanics.
Who designed this outfit?
They plan to regularly add more units. Like I said, I think the actual only negative thing to say about the gameplay at the moment is the range of units is a little on the small side, but this is early access and they plan to regularly add more both commanders and units to play under the commanders through them. Because like I really like how like the melee commander plays here, but he's currently the only melee commander, right? So hopefully the 4th one when they end the next one will be another melee. I like the characters that smash and bash.
Intriguing design.
They plan to add 1 captain and 25 crew in January.
Catch me if you can.
He's the best melee. Well, he's currently the best melee by default, right? Okay, well they crunched my good guy, but they also crunched one of theirs.
Stretching my hammies.
So he gets bigger if I spend all of my resources. So let's drop Jailbreak over here. Move this up and melee.
That was my will.
We all get lucky sometimes.
You're just gonna shoot their commander.
Yeah.
We're down to 5 already. Dance around over this way.
That is wise. I make it so.
Hey, PvP or single player? So it has both. This is currently a PvP game and an unranked. They have an unranked matchmaking setting for PvP. And they have a what's similar to, if you're familiar with like roguelike games, where you pick a commander and you go into a run where you collect bonuses and units and they transfer between a five game run against an AI, basically. Where the AI opponents get progressively harder and their units get better as you work through. If you want to check this one out, exclamation point Moonbreaker in chat. It's up on Steam in early access. It's a $30 one-time purchase. All of the things that you earn and like when the characters level up, they're cosmetic things. You get all the game pieces when you buy the game. So it's not a microtransaction thing.
Every time.
This is frustration.
I think we're gonna get him here again. They're at 5, right? Okay, if I spend my cinder.
Now we're talking.
Bigger. Oh, he's stunned. But that's fine. Max can finish it.
My lucky cravat. Battle. A steamy ballet.
Alright, Max.
Boom.
Alright. We missed the first 84% of there, and I clinched a little bit. The Mysterio clones stay. They're really good. You can eat them, you can bonus them. Yes, yeah, the game, if we missed both of the 84%ers, it would have been a peak experience. Oh, and you can unlock peach schemes. Okay, so I don't do it on stream, but something to showcase too, because I know people that are into minis games like this type of thing typically. You can also, so they all have really excellent default paint schemes. You're never going to see me use anything other than the default paint scheme, but you can start with the gray model if you want and sit here in the editor and paint it with tools in different manners with different colors and decals and stuff like that. I'm not gonna get into that on stream because that's not my cup of tea. It's not something that sparks joy for me, but if you're someone that is into painting models, that is an option that you have digitally. All right, sweet. We're gonna be doing Moonbreaker for a couple hours every week and one in the mornings to start the stream. We're gonna flip it over to Stappin for a little bit up next, I think. These are card